Welcome back, Panda Gang, to Random Earth, all the civs. We're playing as Shaka of the Zulu here. We settled to the north in Nombamba. We've gotten our culture up. We need to get our science up soon. Priority right now is to get our settler settled down in the south, indeed. It looks like the Australians have something to say about that, though. They're sort of blocking me off, so I'm going to try and secure my beautiful settle placement here. Even though it's not that great a city, try and get a guy sitting on there to secure the spot for my settler. Anyways, let me check in on what's going on in North America. So my scout died scouting to the south. As you'll see, this volcano erupted, and it erupted right onto my scout. The first turn, it was sitting there. Maybe the second turn, but it erupted right onto my scout. What I know about North America at this point: the Congo right here, and the Nubian Empire right about here. I see one of their cities. They're at war right now. Judging by the science and culture, I would say I'm a lot more afraid of the Congo. Anyways, the person you really got to be afraid of is the Mali, man. Okay, the city of Napata used to belong to the Nubians. This city down here of Tadmeka, I swear this used to belong to someone else. Maybe not. Maybe it was always Mali. But the city of Newcastle was Australian, and it's going to be flipping to the Mali in just 3 or 4 turns. These guys are picking up cities left and right. The science and culture is not exactly gone crazy yet, but they are peak on this North American continent along with the Congo. Hopefully they sort of stick to the faith game, as the Mali are susceptible to doing, and we can just get along in peace. Now, the one dude on the North American continent that seems to be friendly to me is Portugal. If we go and look at the relationship, they just like me for some reason, an unknown reason, but I'm going to pick that up and actually become friends. I've had trouble selling off my marble. Look, even my good friend here will only give me 3 gold per turn for some marble. Times are tough indeed. Now in Olindi, like I was talking about, that settler was just made. So I want to get a campus and I want to get a granary. This campus down here is ridiculous. +4. I'm going to place that down, lock in the price of 78 production. You can see that on the tooltip there. And then before I do that, I'm actually going to get a granary first. This city right here, settled in the middle of nowhere. There's no aqueducts yet. There's no rivers. There's no coast. We're just sitting here with 3 housing. Luckily, the food situation is not impeccable. So the growth is not being hindered that much, but the growth is being hindered nonetheless. So we'll grab the granary to make this city bigger on its own. See, that's Olindi's problem, is a lack of housing. Up to the north, Nombamba, we got housing, but there's only this single 2-2 deer tile that's actually giving me enough replacement food for the city to grow. And the city's now falling due to loyalty. Luckily, my special effect here, as Shaka of the Zulu Empire, we got Amabuto, okay? Oh, no, that's not it. Izibunga. That's what we want. And this city also has Bamba and Bonga. Okay, close enough. But you get +3 loyalty per turn with a garrisoned unit. So, worst case, we'll send somebody up there, or we can even get a governor up there before too long. Now, what's this? Another war. Zhao has declared war on the Nubians. So, a double offensive, one coming from the north against the Nubians, and one from the southeast. I would not want to be them. They do have that really awesome archer unit, which could be some kind of saving grace, but it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough. Speaking of loyalty, though, I'm just going to have my slinger cruise on top to Nobamba. I don't have any use for them right now. We've pretty much explored what we're going to explore around here until we get some kind of scout. Maybe we'll just get some boats to do exploring, and we'll just do naval scouting. And no one's being too aggro with me just at this second. Foreign trade unlocked. We got traders. We've got more production towards naval units, as just mentioned. And again, creation of trade routes. Do we want to plug in any of these cards? Well, are we fighting barbarians? I guess we're not fighting barbarians anymore, are we? That's interesting. I think that could mean a Goj is decent. I don't think we will even use any single one of these military cards, but it seems better than nothing. And urban planning is solid, giving me 2 production right now, but that's going to go up even higher. And yes, perfect. I have secured the spot of my new city. Happy days, happy days. And like I was saying, yes, Slinger's going up to Nobamba to provide some loyalty. No one's getting too aggro with me right now. John Curtin was denouncing me, but then he just lost his city to loyalty, and he's no longer even on my border. So he's got nothing going on for himself. He's got Canberra back here and no other cities. This guy's accidentally doing a 1-city challenge. Not going to end well, my friend. Not going to end well at all. Done foreign trade, state workforce. We're pretty much finished. I believe the boost will finish it off all the way, if not like 1 turn away. So let's go for early empire. Getting 6 population isn't too unrealistic, I don't think. And regardless, I'm going to have a campus finished in Nobamba in just 6 turns. This beautiful 3 adjacency bonus campus. Love to see all these mountains out here really contributing to that science and culture yield. My goal is, in this video and this era, that we're in. Apparently Ancient Era lasts for 10 to 17 more turns. For myself, as a non-deity AI, the Ancient Era lasts a little bit longer than that, my dude. But the goal in this era is to kickstart the science, kickstart the culture with all those monuments that I've been building, look up to 7.6. And with that increased yields, we can get off towards the medieval era a little bit faster. Mercenaries is going to give us cores, and that is one of the Zulu special abilities. That's what actually Amabuto is, may form cores at the mercenary civics. And our special unit also comes in the medieval era in the form of the Impi. So we're going to be spending the ancient era ratcheting up as much science and culture yield as we can, so we can get to the medieval era quickly, and we're not lagging far behind someone that we're trying to conquer in that era. As there's really no point of having a power spike if your spike only gets you up looking face to face with your enemy. Anyways, we settled down. Our first city on the coast, Nodwengu. Nice to meet you. We're falling at 3.7 per turn. For some reason, the happiness is not good. I'm quite confused, dude, because I've got 2 amenities, okay? I've got the jade improved, I've got the marble improved, but my dudes are still unhappy. This is so weird. I've even got an extra here, right? Which I can now sell to Zhao. Can I purchase luxury resources? No one is down for that just yet. But I can actually sell this off to Zhao now for 7 gold and 3 right now. Let me lock that in. Shouldn't make my dudes any less happy. No to Wengu. Okay, now it's saying amenities are +1, but still falling at 0.7. Okay, that is not too bad at all. We're going to go for a monument right off the bat. That's going to be culture, and it's going to give me loyalty. Honestly, not too worried about keeping the city, because, look, dude, we're going to get early empire, and we're going to get state workforce in just a couple turns. What I really need to think about, though, is what does this city look like long term? Because the yields around here are straight trash, dude. Like, when I look at a fish on my 3rd ring of tiles, I'm like, oh, man, that's a great yielding tile. Like, no, it's not a great yielding tile. Not at all. I like to see that it's going right after the floodplains, though, and trying to get all the food that we can. All that the city really needs to do is grow, grow, grow. What is up, Zhao? How can you sit on your own shores? This guy is upset. Buddy, I am trying to get out to sea, okay? My city is just absolute trash. Luckily, you still got that +12 for unknown reason, +9 for another unknown reason. Life is looking good for me and Zhao. We are bros. No Bomba, finally got the slinger arriving. Loyalty is looking nice. Nubia is trying to tell me about productivity, as they have 6 culture, 6 science, pretty much as bad as myself, which is honestly embarrassing, seeing as they get some great boosts. But what's this? The barbarians are here trying to sink my city. I do not like that at all, man. 65 base costs on a galley. This city gives me 2 production per turn. So that's still going to be 30 turns worth of production to get a galley out. That's just unrealistic, man. Honestly, this whole slinger situation, it's been nice having you up here in the north, but you got to come down and fight off this galley. Someone's got to fight off the galley. What if actual this is a quadrireme. What if actual galleys come down here and try to raise my city, dude? Nodwengu cannot stand up to that sort of aggression. Alundia, though, done the granary. So happy for these dudes. So happy. Now that we're working these 2-2 tiles, it actually makes sense to grow. We got a 3.3 food surplus. Next, we're going to work this stone. We're going to grow even bigger. So happy here. Next, trader or campus. That is a tough one indeed. If I went for trader, Nodwengu could get spurred to be a little bit faster growing. That said, any growth is just going to work trash tiles. So let's go back to the campus. 8 turns only to lock that in. We'll get a +4 adjacency bonus there. That's going to be really nice. We'll see what the next turn brings. What are you doing, Quadrireme? What are you doing? Still fighting me. 39 per turn? Dude, I'm only gaining back 20 per turn. This is scary. Slinger's got to get down here ASAP. Only 6 turns to get there, but that might be a little slow. Bronze working. The boost for this is kill 3 barbarians. And, dude, this Quadrireme has getting killed all over itself. So archery, let's go here. 7 turns, that's similar time to when the slinger comes all the way down to help out in Nodwengu. Maybe we'll turn him into an archer to fight off this Quadrireme. We'll just have to see. Speaking of boosts, early empire, 1 more turn, and then we're going to swap off that because 6 pop is very close. Alindi's going to just 2 turns away from securing that. Nodwengu still getting torched, man. And what's this? We've got an era score from our sweet campus. Good to see. State workforce has been completed. Oh, state workforce almost completed. There we go. I thought I might need 1 turn, so we'll go there for 1 turn. Soon we'll have early empire and get right onto political philosophy. Anyways, now with the campus complete and no bomba, let's keep going down this pathway, man. Housing is looking good. The granary's 1 food. Isn't going to do too much. We'll get a library. I'm also going to buy out a tile. Snatch up the choke point for this later, not encampment. What are these guys called? There it is. The Ikanda. And there we got the progress toward early empire. That's also completed. Stake workforce in the exact same turn. That's beautiful. We're going to get political philosophy next. Have not met a single city-state, despite specifically saying put every single city-state on the map. 2 governors to appoint now. Oh man, who should we get? Now, Magnus, do we want to chop down a bunch of trees? Maybe, but I don't really have builders to spare chopping down trees. What I do want, though, maybe Victor, so that our city doesn't die to a rogue quadrireme. Maybe, but really what we want is Pingala to go in our most populous city of Ulundi. Here, assign, and we're also going to go promote, and we're going to give you, do we want to get more culture per citizen or more science per citizen? You know what? I'm actually going to go with more culture per citizen, just because our science has now surpassed culture in that one turn. And we haven't even finished the massive adjacency bonus campus that's under construction right here in the capital, Ulundi. What can we do? What can we do in the governments, though? A goes, no. We need discipline, man. We need to be fighting off these super annoying barbarians, and we'll leave urban planning in for the rest. Next turn, let's see if that helps us out with these quadriremes at all and these constant strikes they've been doing on us. Minus 50 health. Okay, that did nothing to help me there. Dang, minus 39. This is hurting, man. This is so hurting. I do see yet another unmet player defeated, though. I think that's 2 lost players. Oh, buddy. And here comes the land troops. Now, with archery being unlocked, I do have enough money to improve my slinger. Let's get them in range of Nodwengu. And keep in mind that this barbarian scout has just spawned right next to my cap. We can't have him just pumping out unlimited enemy units. That does mean bronze working is going to come through quite favorably for us. I think we go for masonry, though, with these walls. It'll also give me the battering ram, which I 100% need if I want to do any offensive actions. So I'm pretty happy all around with that tech. Now, what goes on in Nodwengu here? If they attack and the scout comes through and kills my city, I will fully cry. Okay, warrior, your job is to go deal with this barb encampment, Nodwengu. All right, the health is not optimal. The slinger is improved to have 10 more combat strength in a building, though. So we're going to go in here, start firing down on the quadrireme. 24 damage. Okay, hopefully it rethinks its entire life and decides not to raise my city. I believe it will need a galley friend or someone else to physically touch me, and I've not seen one of those. I don't think you can just range a city into submission. A progress towards recorded history. That must be 2 campuses being completed. I see the city down with 20 health because, yeah, every single turn is getting reduced to literally 0. And then it comes back. But we're going to protect it with our Zulu warrior. Ulundi, right, like I said, campus completed. Let's go right into the library, focusing heavy into the science. Now I'm super glad that I went the culture route with Pingala, view promotions, connoisseur, giving myself 3 more culture because our science is about to go crazy. And who's this? The Vikings. And where do you live, my friend? Will you tell me? Doesn't seem like I found where the Vikings live. Anyways, they seemed friendly enough. 15 science, 17 culture. That's not too much different than what I'm seeing on my continent. And if I've already met them, they must be somewhat prosperous. I myself, they're doing quite well. 13 on the science, 12 on the culture. I'm a good ways behind Sunday Akita and Nzinga Mbade, Empire of the Congo, in the culture regard. But as for science, I'm keeping up. And keeping up is the goal when it comes to hitting this medieval era power spike. Because these 2 guys are my closest neighbors. And not just neighbors, you've got to think about who exactly are you going after in terms of culture. Okay? Okay, we got that masonry, battering ram. We're in golden age. What I was saying, though, about your neighbors who I'm really looking into, who am I going to end up going to war with here? It's either going to be going to the north against the Congo, or it's going to be going to the east against the Mali. There's no one else I can really go for. Like, if I went all the way around to get Australia, that's great, but I'm not going to be able to secure that city and hold it down with the loyalty situation. And even if there is, let's say, some Nubian city right about here, again, I wouldn't be able to hold it. So, unfortunately, it is these stronger nations I have to go for, but luckily, keeping up there in the science, the culture department, they are stronger. But the fact that I get early cores and I get better cores through that culture route in terms of military strength, I think I'm going to be at least at their level, if not above, when I decide to push the button. Bronze working unlocked. Thank goodness that quadrireme had no backup to help it out. We've finally unlocked the Ikanda. That's going to first go down in the north. We've got iron unlocked. Where does the iron live? Does any of the iron live? Oh, perfect. We have 1 iron that lives near me. Any other irons that live near me? Does not look like it. But 1 iron on its own is pretty nice. Okay, who else got Golden Age? Varangian Herald, he's got Golden Age. The Congo, they got Golden Age. Everyone else, all normal. Now looking at these dedications, Pen, Brush, and Voice really sticks out to me. If I hit X on this real quick, you'll see the science is a bit ahead of the culture, and it's going to be like that for a bit. Despite what is this scout doing on top of my damn campus? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Sorry. Anyways, science is out of culture. Culture's going to keep lagging behind because theater squares are just not as great as the JCC bonuses you're going to get from campuses. So let's go with Pen, Brush, and Voice. This means every single boost that I really strive for, inspirations, and believe me, I will go out of my way to get these, is going to give me a little bit more of that civic and one more culture for each of my specialty districts, which right now is 2, but I'm going to be getting an Akandi very soon as well. Olundi, buddy, what is going on here? We can't just have barbs or run around willy-nilly. The campus can't build the library because the barb sits on it right now. Hopefully it doesn't stomp it out next turn. Dang, but let's work on this trader in the meantime anyways. We do have a government change, but there's nothing I would like to change into. As for the tech tree, like I mentioned, we've got bronze work and we know where the iron lives. We should do something about that and start collecting. Do we go all the way up for swordsmen? See, I don't know if we even need swordsmen myself. We're going up for the impies, which don't cost any iron, which is sweet. They have an extra flanking bonus, just like regular. Like if I look at the wording here, Zulu medieval era unit, if you look at regular pikemen, it also says increased flanking bonus. Let me just click on this quick and see what text would be needed to achieve. So we've got currency, that's an easy boost. Then mathematics, I'm not sure what that third specialty district looks like, but you see how this tech is not too far off at all. Other things we might want to get along the way could be a catapult in case we want to do some catapulting, obviously. And perhaps sailing, 1 turn is a no-brainer. Let me lock in that sailing real quick, and then we'll say currency next. But I can't think of anything else where I'm like, gotta have that tech before I go to war. The galley will be nice though. My whole scouting with my scout did not go well at all. So instead we'll go with the galleys, walk around there, and beautiful just like this, and we'll meet some more civs. You're seeing what's starting with the barbarians though. This is how they work, man. This is how they work. There's 1 scout, and then there's just tons of dudes over and over and over again. This slinger, buddy, you have to be an archer to fend off the impending attackers. And my Zulu warrior is going to just sit on top of my campus and make sure everything there is cool while I work on the library and things don't get pillaged, because I very much value my science. Thank you, Nubian Scout, for getting in the fight with the warrior here. Wow, back to back. I guess I actually went offensively there. Big respects on that guy. And he's standing right in the way so I can shoot over him. Great defensive tactics here, firing at the warrior. And I can actually close in on the scout, which is trying to send more troops out. See, the scout's going to be like, oh, dude, there's Napata, like just around the corner, But what's going to happen is these warriors are going to spawn, and they're going to come racing into my capital, and they're not going to get around the corner. They're just going to see a capital, see a campus, and say, I am raising that to the ground. Oh, what's this? Negotiated peace. Happy to see that, man. The Nubians, and who was that? Someone else made peace. The Congos. Okay, so that was the original war between the Congo and the Nubian, which exists somewhere over here. Again, my scout died, so I don't really know where the people live. And that death was to a volcanic eruption, had nothing to do with these annoying barbs, but these barbs are in fact annoying. Now, government is here. What do we go with? I think we're going to go with oligarchy because we get the +4 combat strength for our guys. The question is, when exactly do we get this monarchy, merchant republic, and theocracy? Monarchy, probably the one for me, but let me take a look in the civics to see where that lies and where we are in relation to mercenaries, because that is the power spike, right, of the medieval era for us. So if I click here, 6 techs away, that's quite far. And if you notice, monarchy is actually on the same distance. That's 8 techs, a bit further, but mercenaries is quite far to get those cores. So that might not be something that I have at the start of some kind of war that I embark on. And that's also why I've been trying to focus culture from the very start, man, because it's a little tough to get without building wonders and getting adjacency bonuses for your theater squares. And just look how much I need to get all the way to mercenaries. Anyways, it's pretty clear to me that whatever government we choose now, we'll be going into war with. So let's get the oligarchy right here, right now. We're going to get a couple military policy slots. And we'll just add in conscription for now because I don't know which military card to go for. This at Goj, we're not going to be building any of these troops just yet. Maritime Industries, probably in the next shift, we'll do that. So I figure a 1 gold is better than nothing. Then for our wild card, let me grab God King, just get a little bit of faith income. Even though we do have some good faith tiles here, it's just not working. I want to get myself a Pantheon. That sounds really good to me. No Bomba, I'm staying up in the north. No growth whatsoever, but we'll work our way there. Is this guy already done his turn? Perfect. Olundi, you're going to be doing a library for a good little bit longer. But no Bomba, I want you to build the Akonda, but you need a little bit more population. So let's get a builder out here. Let's also spend some money. Oh, don't quite have the dollars, but I would love to get this tile here with the reef. Looks really nice. This one with the fish looks really nice. I think I'm going with the reef, though. Another obvious thing to spend a build to charge on. Oh, Gentle Eruption. Yeah, there's a Gentle Eruption that killed my scout. Still sad about that, man. Think about that dude every day. As I close in on this barb encampment, another obvious thing to use your builder on. This iron strategic resource right here. Sell that off to people. They'll be your friend right away. And if not your friend, they'll give you lots of money. Like for this marble, looks like 7 gold per turn is the going rate. For luxuries, oh, and I can actually sell open borders to some people. That sounds pretty good. I don't want to give any to my direct neighbor because they might just try and kill me. We've gotten ourselves quite a bit of gold out of that here in No Bomba. Let me go ahead and buy this tile, dude. And I'm going to force you to work it. Actually, I'm just going to say in general, man, you got to work on the food. Dang, growth is still not for 33 turns. So we might have to go ahead and improve these fishes too. Uh-oh, more barbs being spawned all the time. A triple barb right across the front here. Let's just hold our ground towards the capital. And we will strafe back and back against these barbarians as they come towards us. I figure this guy on the left is the only one that can actually fight me this turn, so I'll have to get them low before anybody else. Currency, you'll see, almost hitting the threshold for the boost to take it over, but there's a slight sliver, the slightest of slivers that you know you need just one more turn. Oh my gosh, and they're making even more units. This is insane. Not to mention my friend the Barb Scout showing up out of nowhere, which means I gotta go back and I gotta protect my campus. This is pretty annoying, but Nodawengu should be safe. We've got the Archer here, which is doing huge damage to anyone who comes close. City's close to back to its full health. 3 more turns, that'll be full health. Olundi, we've got a warrior chilling inside our lands. I think any barbarians that come in towards the capital will try and fight the warrior anyways. So as annoying as these barbs are, I don't think they're the end of the world. I think we can just ignore them somewhat, as in we don't need to build a whole army to fight them off. Now, currency, we're going to be making a trade route soon, so I don't feel the need to go all the way with that. Astrology has its merits just based off what you can get next, which is a harbor. Harbor is something that I'm definitely going to want to get in Nodawengu as its first district. It's also got like decent campus spots, a +2. But truly, I would be silly not to go with the harbor as their first district. So we'll get astrology just as a precursor to that. Not sure at what point that fits into my grand plan, but it will be in there somewhere. It's funny to see these Australian warriors still out here after all this time of not actually having an adjacent city, but they still live here. They contribute to the local barb fighting. Now, Nobamba finished that builder I was talking about. Let's have you tentatively move towards these deer. We can put a camp on there. I am not actually too sure how much of a difference that makes. Getting down to the iron would make a big difference. Improving these fishes for Nobamba would make a big difference. Speaking of the city itself, I think the best investment is in a granary. The 1 food, but also the +2 housing, because once we hit 4 pop, we're going to start getting penalized for our lack of housing. Unless that is we put a camp on the deer and boat on the fish. But for the meantime, I feel like getting these eco things out of the way now. We're not quite in a mass and army phase just yet. We got a little bit more time to work on just get these cities up to high productive potential. Astrology unlocked. People now know about their star signs. Is this for better or is this for worse? Probably for worse, let's be real. Olundi, though, finally done the library. Let me grab you a trader, good sir. And with the trader, I believe it just has to start a trade route, so that shouldn't be too hard. Let's get a few turns into celestial navigation. Hopefully that's something that we can get the inspiration for that to improve 2C resources, which might mean not being we don't get the camp here on the deer. I believe all that does anyways is give me what, like 2 gold? 2 gold, buddy. That is not worth it. Barbs are coming into the capital though. They're coming in. Don't come to Nodawengu though, buddy. You get one-shotted. That's how things go around here. I kind of wish I had more of an army right now, just so I could train them up on these free barbs. Like, you can only really get 1 promotion level out of fighting barbarians for each of your units, because after that you get literally 1 XP point per turn. But, you know, if you just got all your guys 1 XP level, that's pretty decent indeed. Kind of torn on what to do here. Let's just go all out on this warrior, and hopefully we can actually finish off the encampment this time. It's a little bit more of a risky play versus just backing off or maybe stepping in front of the slinger. But if we can get rid of the warrior itself, maybe we can slide right on in there to the city. That would be beautiful. New government unlocked, though. What have we unlocked? 1 more housing for 2 specialty districts. I don't have that, my man. I don't have that. Now, I'm noticing something in the faith department. Dude, we're getting +3 right now. So someone's working heavy on the faith. That is got to stop. Let me go ahead and say don't work faith, and instead work the food, please. So city will continue to grow, although, hey, you know what? You're right, man. Look at this, 4 out of 5 housing. I don't know if that's even worth. I mean, we already got the granary. Where else can housing come from? Well, the Akonda, for one, is an option. You see how cheap this is, too. Only 4 turns to build this. Now, the thing is, I want to get it 1 more tile and sit it down right here next to the Delicate Arch and that annoying barb camp. But I don't really have the money to do that when my focus is here on Nobamba. They're the guys I really want to get an Akonda in. Let me go ahead and buy you a tile, buddy. Get out here on the fish. We're going to get those fish going. You're going to be growing up super tall. City now growing in just 14 turns. That's good to see. Super glad I plugged in that granary now. We got a trader. Where does the trader go? Now, if we send the trader to the south to Nodwengu, that's equity, man. That's what the people really need. And Nodwengu is a little bit of help. But if we look at this actual trade route, it does not look so good. It looks like it's going to get us in a good bit of trouble with these barbs. So instead, let's use Alundi and give them the food, give them the production, and send that trader to Nobamba. Now, maybe I should have given the trader to Nobamba earlier, but the thing is, I'm already investing a bunch in these guys, getting them fish, getting them reefs, so they can't have all the stuff. We can't have too much focus on one bit of this economy. Anyways, trader's complete. Akonda we want to place down here, but we don't have the gold to purse out a tile. Now, ancient walls might be good if we were really under attack and stuff, but let's actually get a spearman. That can help at actually clearing out these barbs. Like I was saying, they could in fact get themselves promoted with the easy XP that's going around down here with these barbarians. And the spearmen upgrade into Impy, dude, which, as you know, are going to be the backbone of this military we send off towards whichever enemy we decide is the enemy for us. Going to put in a Goj there too to improve the production. Spearman down now only takes 3 turns to complete. That is great. Oh, Menelik. Good to meet you, the Ethiopians. Where does this dude come from? These dudes from overseas, they won't tell me where they come from, man. Just some mystical far away lands. Look like we got some kind of suicide on our warrior. Slingers are going down super quick. Let's just hold the borders here, dudes. Just in that turn, though, a new warrior spawned. It's an absolute tragedy, but it is what it is. Oh, there's the Ethiopian galley. Okay, makes sense. Now, they're doing quite well, too. 17 science, 26 culture. In terms of everyone I know, though, I am right up there in terms of the science per turn, man. The relative culture could use some work, but you don't need to focus on everything, man. You can specialize. Let's get this fishing boat going, though, and boom, city's looking a lot nicer. 9 turns, still growth. We're going to have that granary done soon. And finally, the Akonda. So I can start pumping out troops when the time comes for that. And I think we'll send them north, but that is yet to be seen. The thing is, the Mali just look so scary and all-consuming down here to the east. I don't like that. Interesting enough, it looks like I might be able to actually get myself a free camp. Wouldn't that be sweet? Wouldn't that be... It's almost too easy, though. I want to get the Spearman 1 kill. That is a boost for getting an MP. Kill a unit with the Spearman. Quite simple indeed. Oh, and check it out. Another fish opportunity's opened up. That can get me the Eureka for Celestial Navigation, improved to sea resources. Then I'll still have a charge left over to get myself some iron. This is working out quite well, man. Monument complete in Nodwengu. Housing looking like an issue in the city, though. One remedy to that, Celestial Navigation. Let's put a turn into this again, and then maybe we just boost it to completion. That's what I want this guy to build, is a harbor. Quick. But I need to plug a couple turns into something. See, I want to go Ancient Walls, but I'm going to get greedy here and get a granary. The Ancient Walls will just keep the city under my control. I don't think the city's going to do too much anyways, even if it does grow its population. But the Ancient Walls is key so that I can maintain the city down here to the south, my entrance to the seas, and the potential for sea dominance. But I'm a sucker for thinking no one's going to ever come after my cities. Spearman created an Alundi. I'm going to send them towards the barb camp. Maybe they can get themselves a kill. We'll just have to see. We don't quite have the gold to buy out this tile. 110 gold needed in total. So that's going to be about 6 turns. Wow, no one is buying diplomatic favor. What if I try and purchase myself? So they're going to be 20 diplomatic favor for $1. So doing something like this, just going and buying all this up, to me is like kind of cheating. So we're going to skip on that. And is there anything else maybe we could sell? Yeah, 9 gold per turn. If we wanted to sell some more of these luxury resources. How's the loyalty situation doing around here, though? Always fully loyal as the capital. 1.3. See, I cheat in other ways with fully loyal capitals. Can't be cheating all the time, guys. 1.3 loyalty in Nobamba, and 5.4 down there in the south. For now, we'll just hold off selling anything, and let's work on a builder until this Akanda is ready to be built. The Akanda's sweet, man, because remember, we're going to get housing out of this, we're going to get a little bit of gold, not much, but we're going to get a little bit of science too. So you put all those three together, pretty nice thing. And 3 arrow score for clearing out this barb camp. All the barb camps have been so close to my home that it's a bit scary, but we've gotten plenty of arrow score for clearing out those camps, which is nice. Celestial navigation, close enough for the boost to finish it off, so we'll go mathematics here. Says it's going to take 9 turns to complete. Quick deal opportunity. What has come up here? Someone's going to give me iron. Is that what's going on here? Purchase. Oh, indeed. He's going to sell. That's too much money, bro. Too much money. I have my own iron. It's fine. Relax. There's something like mathematics, though. Wait to build 3 different specialty districts. Dude, I don't have time to build this harbor in a city with 3 production. I just got to go all the way for military tactics. Yo, all that money, though? Holy, we're almost up to enough to buy out the tile for our Akanda. Now, speaking of military, let me move my guys to the north. Just based on how many walls have been built in the east, 1, 2, 3, I think we ought to go north with our troops. I'm going to do a little bit more scouting out here with the spearmen. Going to leave my Zulu warrior in this area. But optimally, we make nice here with the Mali, Sunday, Akita. And actually, our relationship is improving here steadily. +3 net per turn. Oh, and I've just noticed Zhao. Not my friend, dude. You are my best buddy. And clicking in here, saying open borders, $1. $1. That reminds me, I can make better friends with Sunday Akita if we go and exchange borders. Might even give me money too, 12 gold. And we're going to be better friends. Look at this. Now we're net +6. If I could make friends with Sunday Akita before the turns roll over where I start going to war with somebody, that sounds attractive to me. What is going on, though? We have a Mali settler trying to come in here and take and settle down on these lands. There's no chance you're doing that, buddy. There's no chance. Good thing I moved my warrior here when I did. I was just trying to block it off, you know, preemptively, but turned out to be just in time. Now, second fishing boat being improved. Celestial navigation unlocked. That's a great sight to see for the lads. Let's instantly get off the granary. I'm going to put the harbor right here next to the river. Now you might say like, oh dude, your boats can't get out. Wait, yeah they can. They go right through Nodwengu. So we got the harbor there. We can get a commercial hub next door. Better adjacency bonuses all around. But that's going to take 61 turns. So we're going right for military tactics here. We're not waiting on building that 3rd specialty district. There's just no way. The only one that might work would be the government plaza. But clicking here on Nobamba, I just confirmed. Government plaza, it costs your population. Like, you don't lose population, but it's not one of these ones like, let's say, an aqueduct or even a spaceport where you can put them down regardless of your population cap in terms of districts. So too high a cost to do something like that. We're still going to go ahead and get the builder here in Ulundi, but shortly we'll buy out that tile, get the Akanda. Yeah, that's turn around, buddy. That's right, turn around. And I'm hopeful we get to maintain these tiles here. It would not be great if we had people just cruising in here with settlers. And I just gave them open borders too, so they can just waltz right in however they like. This is suboptimal to say the least. Granary complete in Nobamba. That's fantastic, man. 3 turns until growth, and we got lots of housing. We got lots of surplus food here. Let's look at what tiles we're working. We got a 2-2 deer, a 3 yield fish, and a 3 yield. That's a 2 food, 1 production, but lots of growth all around. I've not really got anything too attractive to work on right now, so let's just do ancient walls. I'm really going to want that with those encampments, because the encampments get walls too. You get a good zone of control. Not the traditional version of it, where it's an actual mechanic in the game, but where they can't move their troops around here because I will shoot at them. Hey man, I'm hitting 26 faith per turn too. I ought to get some kind of pantheon here, no? Oh buddy, heavy chariot coming in, trying to steal the tiles from me of where I'm trying to go. Uh-oh, general eruption, is that near me? It is. Okay, it was only beneficial to the tiles, and that's actually so nice that that happened the way it did, man. Let me go and get the builder here on the iron for next turn. Let me get my spearmen and all my troops in place so that hopefully no one comes here and they don't get a settle down in these 2 tiles that I left open. Might have been a bit of an oversight on my part with the Nodwengu, but if I had gone here on this tile to its northeast, I wouldn't have had access to the Pacific. If I went on the northwest tile, the same issue would still be occurring. So I was aware of the trade-off and the dangers, and that's just how it went. You know, if they did settle the city there, I would just take it right back, man. And that's not even just cockiness. Let me get my Akanda down here. That's just the easiest cities to ever get. It's right next to my encampment. Are you serious? I'll have my dude sitting in my encampment, like melee smacking the opponent. That's not going to be a problem for me. We do got a new builder in Ulundi, though. I got to use this guy wisely. I got 3 charges. 1 for the stone, I guess 1 for the deer. These are obvious ones. Looking around for any more obvious guys, and then maybe I just get a mine somewhere. Perhaps this volcano calms down and I can put something near there. But that should be enough builder action for now. Oh, there we go. That dude went and sat right where I was worried he was going to sit. People are trying to give me lots of stuff, man. 68 gold for 1 marble right now. Not a bad deal. I think I could get up to 100 though. But yeah, this is the one tile where they can settle. It's like, crap, this dude's actually standing here. Not optimal. What we can do is try to walk around and say, no settlers are coming through here, but this is going to be a bit of a micromanaged game every single turn to not let them get a settle in. And you know what? At some point, they will get the settle in, and that just is what it is. Iron secured. We're going to start accumulating this beautiful resource. And what? I got a governor title. Huh. Now, at first glance, I want to get researcher. You know, just get myself like 4 more science. That's beautiful. But another person to get... Oh, no, I did not mean to appoint Victor. Okay, maybe this is the right guy to get. I was going to say maybe you get this guy. But here we get better combat strength in the city. And then what's this right? Yeah, right here. Garrison commander. All cities within 9 tiles get 4 loyalty. So if I combine that with my already boosted up, what's this? Isibongo, where garrison units are going to give me +3 loyalty per turn. Shouldn't have too much trouble holding down these Congo cities. Tiny bit annoying, I pressed the wrong button there, but it is what it is. No Wengu can get themselves a victor. Oh, what's that? Sunday Akita. My friend, huh? My friend. I will definitely declare friendship with this lad right here. That way we don't have instant war. Wait a minute. Can't a great king forgets nobody? Maybe he's kind of upset that I'm blocking his settle. Anyways, we're going to end off episode 2 there, guys. Some more preparations for the inevitable war, which seems more and more likely to be with our ally, sorry, not ally, our enemy to the north. This episode, we've settled down Nodwengu. It's a solid enough city now. It's not producing too much, but it can fend for itself. We've eliminated those annoying barbs by our beautiful, delicate arch, and now Nobamba and Alundi, especially with this volcanic eruption, are looking in great places to grow solidly into the future. This guy's now got a 4 food surplus, Alundi a 2 food surplus, and 15 production and 8 production, respectively. Hope you tune into the next episode where we are going to be building up our army using these Akandas, getting lots of spearmen, and then inevitably improving them to MP.
Thanks for watching, Panda Gang. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to actually pay for Windows, so make sure to subscribe. Peace.